Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. This is some of the beads from the Sam's Bead Box subscription for the month of October, and I'm going to do a knotted necklace with these beads. Not all the beads go through, so I have pulled out some beads which does go through my Chinese knotting cord, which is 0.8 millimeter in thickness, and this is what the cord. I have it in this bowl, and this came like this. It's a Michael's I got this from Michael's a while ago, so I still have those. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to measure the thread because I'm going to add beads randomly. I'm not even following a pattern, and of course this will not go through this. I am sure I didn't check that, but it looks like it does. Okay, then we'll use that as well. So I'm going to do a random pattern. I'm not doing a stable pattern. These are the ones that I have left over from the projects that I already used. So I'm going to do a random pattern, and you can also do a stable pattern if you choose to. It's totally up to you, but today I am going to create a random pattern. That's what I actually tell myself every time. And even for the asymmetrical necklace, I really needed some pattern of some kind, I guess. But let's see, that's what I chose to do with this, and let's see if I'm able to actually do very random, or still I'm going back to my old methods. Like, even though there is random, there will be symmetry in some point of time. So this is what the beads. So I just mix all the beads together so that I don't. So once I string it, that's it. That's the pattern I'm going to go with, right? And this is what it is. Um, let's see. I'm just going to string it. So first, the safest bet is this check glass bead. Um, truck bead. It really went well. This is black. You can use any cord you want, any color cord you want, I mean. And this is the silver one that I really like, and the black one, the smooth black one, very pretty smooth, right? And then some of these ones which also goes through, which is really nice. And then what, the heart one, the heart one is a little bit difficult to go through. Then the hematite one, and this white one. So I have pretty much, I don't know, I didn't do the red one, which is really gorgeous. I love this. And I think I have pretty much included everything other than the spacer bead. I want to do the spacer as well, but I want to do the spacer before the red color beads. Okay, spacer, the red, and the spacer. So I am working with the spool. I am not cutting any thread at all at this point of time. I like to work with the spool, and then I will thread all the beads, and then I will start knotting. Okay, see, this pretty much I have finished whatever I have. This I have pulled out. So this pattern I really like, but I can change it up a little bit too. Like, for example, 3 hearts consecutively together, 2 of these consecutively together, just like so. This leaf, of course, is not going through the cord. So even this one, we have 1 teardrop that also I have to add. These are just ones, right? Just one single bead, and this one too is just one single bead. So I'll add it in the mix, and then I'll continue threading, and I'll show you guys when we are knotting how we go through everything. Hi friends, welcome back. I still have this much left, and I am just going to, I have threaded this much long, Let me just measure this approximately. um, I have enough length for like 12 plus 12 plus say for 8, 24 plus 8 is 32 inches of beads. So it's approximation, and I have included some spacer beads as well, which I had in my stash. Other than that, everything is Sam's um, beads, right, from the bead box. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna just stop here and start knotting from this side, and then if I feel that I need to add some more, I will add in the end. So in the beginning, I want to leave some space, say at least 6 inches. I want to leave the cord, and then I want to do a knot. So here I'm gonna move my beads towards so that I have enough space to knot and not cramped out here, right? Okay, this much is good enough. Now I am just going to measure 6 inches and then make a knot right there. And tighten this knot. Move my first bead. This white happens to be my first bead, and put this in, and I'm going to knot with my fingers. There's a couple of ways that you can knot. You can use a knotting tool, bead along knotting tool. You can use tweezers. This is the bead along knotting tool that you can use, or you can use tweezers, or you can hand knot. So I'm going to hand knot. So see here, so I'm just going to make a circle, put this bead inside the circle and take it out just like so. Remove my fingers right there, and then slowly steadily bring it. So just hold that on top with your fingers and then pull it tight. That way the knot will be exactly delivered as where you want. So I want this one to be separate and this one to be together, maybe, right? Yeah, this one together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let these two go right here, and then again do the same thing. So let me just make myself a little room for all the beads so that I can move all the beads down and not worry about the space that I have here. I'm gonna leave it over there. Okay, and then I'm gonna move all of these down, and then I'm gonna start knotting again. It might go on top of that, I don't mind it. You can just do it like that, and then hold on to that bead, build it down, bring it down, and then so put your index finger and tighten this place just like that. Have a grip and take your finger off, hold it, and then pull. There we go. Then the next one is this bead right here, the red color bead. Do the same, drop it down inside, bring it out, take your fingers. Okay, so this is what it is. Hold on, see that, that's where you want the knot. Hold that place and then pull. If there is a small gap, doesn't matter, loosen this up. You can use a bead all through that. With this Chinese knotting cord, It's much easier. So I tighten that up. Then I'm going to bring this series of three beads: a spacer bead, the hematite bead, the 6 millimeter hematite bead, and the spacer bead. So put all of this inside. Okay, take the cord, brings. So now I just take the next bead down and then make a loop, put all the beads inside the loop, take it out, and we have the loop, right? Oops. So I like to do this. I like to put it in my three fingers and put this all the way down. And I know for sure I am not moving my hands that much. So now I put my index finger here, make this tight. Can you see that? How tight it is? And I keep my finger thumb on the top of that knot and then pull this cord. Okay, so this is how I do. So now I'm going to take all these three beads and do a knot. So I am doing a random pattern. As you can see, I'm doing random beads, random combination of beads, and some there is one, some there is three, some there is two. So it doesn't for me, I'm just following this asymmetrical pattern, and if you want to follow a particular pattern you can do that. I have So it's up to you which pattern you want, and which beads you have available in your stash is also very important. There we go. Hold on top and then pull. Hand knotting is fun. It's very relaxing in my opinion, and it is so much means once you learn the technique it's pretty easy. And so at any time you want to work with beads and knots, it's so much fun. There is no needle in it, there is no we can do a closure with sliding knot. There is so much that we can do. Okay, just that one bead I'm doing this time. So making sure my knot delivered on the place that I wanted to deliver. Okay, there we go. Then moving the next set of beads. The next set I'm doing a three beads, spacer bead, the big roundel, the 8 millimeter, and the spacer bead. So this depends on, once you get these beads so long, then it will be difficult to put it inside. If you say, if you have hold it like this, see, if you hold it like this and put it like this, it will be heavy. And so for me, I prefer to hold it between these three fingers, just do this and then pull all of those. That way it's easier for me. And take it off. Find your comfort zone in hand knotting. There are so many techniques out in the YouTube as well, so you can figure out which one you like and do that. So in this instance I'm doing three beads and then a knot, so I'm just alternating everything. There we go. Making sure it's nice and tight, taut I would say, right? Hold it like that and then pull. Now the knot is delivered. So then move this. So as you can see, I have used some spacer beads. I have used some swallow seed beads in metallic color, and say spacer beads in different shapes and sizes. This one and this one right here, and this one was different, and I had something different as well. um, I have used many, and most of the spacer beads are this kind. So you can use anything you want, whichever you have available in your stash would work for this project. That's what I really like this about the versatility of this project, right? You can use as long as the beads goes through this cord, you can use any beads, gemstones, crystals, glass beads. So you can use any of them. And then since we have a lot of mix this month from Sam's Speed Box, I thought why not do a knotted necklace, right? And then follow a different pattern, not a knot between every other bead, but rather every other 2 beads or 3 beads. That's totally random, right? Oops. So see this, because I used a seed bead, the knot went and actually tried to sit on top of the seed bead. See, there is a small gap, right, which I didn't want the gap to be. Just going to loosen this knot. Right, your knot is loosened. You can use a bead awl to loosen up your knot and then make sure it's delivered properly. There we go. And then the next bead. So I have followed like I just followed all the beads that I had left over. I didn't follow any pattern, but some there is 2, some there is 3, some there is single 1 bead for a long time. So I just switched everything up, right? Here I used 3 beads, 2 spacers and 1. There we go. And then just move it around. Then I have hearts. I have just 1 heart. Okay, that's it. And then I'm going to put a knot. So it just differs every instance. Sometimes I repeat the pattern, sometimes I don't. It's just however I feel comfortable with. You should probably do the same. It's good. So here I have 3 beads joined together, and then I'm going to make 1 knot. Okay. So I shall explain how to use this knotter. So I have this 1 bead next in my line to knot. I bring it down, make myself a loop. Okay, and this is our knot, right? So before closing the knot, bring it close. Put this bead all inside the knot and then just pull it towards the bead. Okay, and then bring this thread here in between the V shape that you have in the knotting pliers, knotting tool, and then just pull it so much, and then when it comes out, you push it with that V. That delivers your knot right next to the bead. That is also another method. And then I have already uploaded a couple of videos in my channel regarding this knotting pattern, like methods of knotting. I have done completely with the beadlawn knot, completely hand knot, and completely with tweezers also. So you can go ahead and watch. if you want any other methods. And the hand knotting works pretty fine with what to say, with Chinese knotting cord. And if I'm using a silk thread, for me, my comfortability goes with the beaded or knotter tool. I don't feel comfortable doing silk as a hand knot. I don't know, for some reason. Hi friends, welcome back. I finished knotting all the way here. I have this much. This, I will measure it and see how long it is. Let's take my ruler. This is 12. 24, 36, and 8, 44 inches long. So I just finished it here. I still have some beads left, as you can see. This is all I have left. And I have a couple of beads here. I ended up with a spacer bead, as you can see here. So just to be uniform, you can put this around your neck once and then go twice. I checked with my neck, so it also depends upon the person who is wearing. And we still have 6-inch tail. This is the starting tail, and this I cut it after 6-inch, so that's there. Now I'm going to finish it with this bead. This bead has a big enough hole to pass through multiple strands. And I am going to take a 10-inch cord of the same color. I'm not taking a different color. This is 10-inch Chinese knotting cord. And what I'm going to do is take this big hole bead and crisscross the threads through it. Okay. Crisscross the threads through it. And let me just put this back here for now. And then I shall take my bead mat off, because I need to tape to do macrame, right? So I just through this like that. And also I am going to do some macrame here, so you can either tape it or you can do it in your macrame board, whichever is comfortable for you. So I have my macrame board right here, so I can use it on top of my board. So I can just hold these two in one of the grooves, right? And then take my pins. I use these small pins a lot. I'm okay with it. So this is, I have it taut. Now we shall take the other piece that we cut already, the 10-inch piece or 12-inch piece, whichever you want to. Put it underneath this two cords and then do macrame. The piece, the square macrame, I do a Q first, because that's what normally I do, and then hold these two cords together and do that, and then my piece. So I have a couple of videos in my channel already explaining it to you, the square knots of macrame. If you want, go ahead and watch those. This is basic macrame square knots that I'm putting, and it's very easy. I'm gonna put a couple of knots, so that is 2. I'm gonna put 3 knots here, or 2.5, because I need to put more here. So what I'm gonna do is pass these 2 knots, 2 cords inside this big hole bead. Already there is 2 cords inside, so that's why it took such a bead with big hole. I pass these 2 knots inside and then push this all. And I put this 2 cords inside this bead. Now I will continue knotting. That's half. This is 1 square knot, and then so 2.5, like exactly how much we did the other side, we can do it here too. Yeah, that's good enough. This method of closure was explained by Alicia in Beautiful Nights, I guess, channel. She's an awesome person. I have learned a lot from her, and she has explained this in her knotted bracelet, and I really like that. So I am just following that. Then what I'm going to do here is take this off, take my pins off first, and then take this off and see if my knots slide. They do nicely, but as you can see, this bead is so humongous. Oops, I need to do one more thing which I forgot. Okay, never mind. I hope we can do it right now. Take another piece of cord, probably 12 inches, and then I have to put it inside here. So what I will do is I take a small piece of wire, bend it into half, just like so. Put this cord inside the wire. Okay. Close this and put it inside. pull through. Doing just one more macrame because most of the macrame went inside the bead. The bead had humongous hole. So going to snip off this cord that we put the sliding knot in. Take our lighter and melt this and put it there. The sliding knot cord is off. Now we have 4 cords, which is the one that we inserted in here and the 2 that's adjacent. That's the sliding knot. So I'm just going to keep it like this for now and then pin this down. This is another knot she explains. I do it slightly different. I learned it from a Japanese, I think, person. But this is a snake knot or something like that. So just put a loop like this. Go through this loop with your left cord. Come back. And then hold this loop with your thumb. Go over your thumb. Come back. And go through this loop. And then make it tight right there next to the bead. And then melt the ends so that we have a needle like that. So if we can, I'm thinking of putting these 2 cords will never go inside this bead. Any of the beads that we have. Let me see if the red bead has a bigger hole and both of them will go through. Let's try. Snip this off at an angle. So there's a high chance of it going through. And then I want this cord to go through. So that's the toughest part. Let's see if we can get this through here. We can also use this needle to kind of push this cord inside. That one came off. Let's try one more time. I tried the red bead, didn't go inside, so I just took this shell bead from my stash. It has, I think, a big hole. Let's see if this can accommodate. If not, I will go with this. There we go. It went through. So I'm just going to put this bead against this one. And then what I'm going to do is the same knot that we did over here, the snake knot, right? So here, make a loop with your right cord. Put your left cord through the loop, okay? And then put it around your thumb. Come back here. And through this loop. Making sure the knot lands where it's supposed to land, right? And then gonna take these two. These are spacer beads. Just want them right over there. Do the same knot one more time. Go around your thumb, come back through the other side, and then through the slope. We have our knot, and all we need to do is do one more, probably, just to give it some length. So make a loop, hold it with your thumb, take the left cord and put it through the loop, and then hold that cord also under your thumb. Bring this over your thumb, go underneath everything, and then come back through the loop again. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Make the knot right where it is supposed to go. There we go. Okay. Kind of like it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my beads, put it on top, the necklace. It's been under the macrame board. So now I have 2 of these beads left that I can put it. I have these ones. I can put the black ones here. Tie a knot underneath. This is just an overhand knot. Go around your fingers, make a loop, put this through inside, and then go ahead and make a knot right there. I will do the same with the other cord too. Make a knot. Right there. And if you want, you can follow it with another bead, like, or you can leave it like that. And then these 2 things, I'm gonna put a bead here, and a bead here. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about here. I'm just thinking what I can do with this cord. Should I put more beads in here, or should I just leave maybe these ones, these roundels? Maybe make it a little long, just like so. There we go. So it's totally up to you, the design element after here. And you don't have to follow the same that I do. And then snip these off. Oops. It burnt me. Okay. Now put these 2 here. Just like so. And then tie a knot. Overhand knot. So make sure this knot comes close to this one. Just have to adjust this knot a bit. There we go. Now cut these two too. Going to take these off. So that I can melt it with my hands. And these knots as well. The necklace is ready. As you can see, it's really long. It can be doubled, and this can be in the back of your neck. It's still adjustable this much. This can come around the back of your neck, or you can double this and make this like this, wear it double, and this can come as a centerpiece or focal piece. It's totally up to you how to wear them. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.